Well, hey there, folks. I'm meteorologist Matt Barrington. We do have some changes, noticeable changes coming here for Tuesday. We've had a front that's passed by now. You see the blue line. It's a cold front technically, but it's June. We don't actually get colder behind these things. We get drier, so we get northerly winds. That'll dry things out. Sunnier skies, less chance of rain. I know we had some storms overnight last night. That's done. Those have moved out, and we're looking at drier air moving in. The dew points are in the 60s. Dew points can be a little confusing because it shows up and it looks like a temperature, but it's really not a temperature. Think of it as a scale. And at this time of year, when we're in the mid to upper 60s, we're at least below the muggy line. We're just a bit humid. So, in June, early to mid-June, this is doing pretty good. All right, we're unlikely to get, down to the 50s with a dew point scale at this time. So, being a bit humid, maybe kind of edging on pleasant, that's not bad at all, and that'll help us out. Once again, northerly winds. Here's the future cast. There's not going to be anything out there as far as rain is concerned today. Should be pretty quiet, just some clouds around and quiet conditions here for our Tuesday. The afternoon should hit the low 90s. So sunny, less humid, dry, still hot. I mean, we're still in the low 90s here in the afternoon, but here's the difference. We hit, 91, 92 this afternoon. Our heat index is 95. It's not 102. That's the difference. So small things in June, that's all we can really look forward to, is that at least it doesn't feel like 102 in the afternoon. Got some plans after work this evening. Temperatures here will be in the 80s around 8 o'clock. So it'll be a mild, pleasant evening here for us across the Gulf Coast. Beach forecast, we're looking at a low risk of rip currents for today, tomorrow, and then on Thursday it goes up into that medium level. Temperatures will stay in the upper 80s and low 90s. Out in the tropics, it is perfectly quiet. Out in the Atlantic, it is perfectly quiet in the Gulf. Most of the Caribbean is pretty quiet. We are watching some storminess here across Central America. That won't impact us. There are a number of storms working their way up into South Florida. Once again, that will not impact us. We don't expect that to develop into an actual name system. And I know people are thinking, oh, it's so quiet out there. Yeah, it is. But it's June. It's supposed to be. June has 6% of all the named storms. We don't usually get a lot in June. So having a quiet start to the season is not unusual. It is actually usual. So June 6%, July only 8%. So a lot of times we do start slow. Things really crank up once we get to August and, of course, September. All right, so here's your 6-day forecast. Rain chances off the board really much of this week. Maybe about there's a small chance of a stray shower, maybe like 10% later in the week, but don't even bother to put that one on the board. Temperature-wise, we're going to stay hot and dry. Upper 60s for highs next couple mornings. That'll be more comfortable. Looks pretty good Thursday and Friday. And then on Saturday, look at the Friday and Saturday, we're starting to get really warm, mid-90s. It's possible even some of our inland areas could hit the upper 90s. It's going to be really toasty. And then finally, things kind of, quote-unquote, return to normal by Sunday. Temperatures will come back down, but then the showers and thunderstorms will return.